19X. First thing you're gonna do, make sure it's clear, right? We clear, right? So just a little rundown on my 19X. Goon tape, obviously, right? Got sweaty palms, sweaty mittens, right? I got a Surefire 300U, normal trigger, ported, like I said earlier, it's ported. You feel me? Ameriglow suppressor sights, um, a Tebow, they're E2, right? This is a new company too. Not new, they're not new, but new to me. I found out that they're actually out here in Arizona, right? And so I was like, man, I got to give it a try because I wanted to build basically a twin to my 19 because I want to run the two against each other, which video coming soon. Stay tuned for that. We're going to actually take them out and compare them right next to each other. I've only shot them on separate days. So, you feel me? It'll be there. So yeah, that's that. Nothing really done to this other than I changed the springs. I didn't even change the connector yet. So typically on most of my Glocks, I run a ghost connector. With that ghost connector, it's supposed to reduce like 2 to 3 pounds or whatever, but it does give you a mushy trigger. So it's not really a wall. So I mean, depending on your shooting experience, you may like it, you may not. I like the mushy trigger. There's not too much stop before the pop. So yeah, this is my 19. Oh, before I forget, read that. Auntie Sexy. So shout out to Auntie, Antiveros. This is a young soldier who was shipping out to basic, and she had some firearms, and she was like, "Yo, I just want to get rid of them. Like, I just don't know what I'm gonna do with them." I was like, "Say less. What do you want for it?" So I shot her an offer. We're not gonna talk about the offers, but I told her, I said, "In your honor," she's not, you know what I'm saying, but in your honor, I was like, "I'll put your name on my gun, and I'll shout you out on my YouTube channel." So Auntie Sexy, there you go, bro. There it is. I stayed true to my word, so it's on there and it's gonna stay on there. So you know what I mean. I appreciate you for that exchange. Um, so that's just that, right? So then we switch over to this same thing, right? Mag in there, clear. We good to go. So right here, we're gonna start from the bottom up again. We're still running that goon tape, right? Lil Wayne said it the best. What's a goon to a goblin? I don't know. It just made sense, right? But so on this one, I actually got a ducktail on this one. I don't want to run a ducktail on the 19X. I don't know why. It just feels different. I don't know. Don't quote me. Um, on this one, I have a TLR1 HL. And then I do have a trigger face. Again, no triggers in my guns. All I do is change out ghost connectors and springs for that mushy trigger feeling. Promise you, if you ever get a chance to shoot my gun, you can tell the difference between a stock trigger and my trigger. I don't want a performance trigger. I don't want any trigger enhancements, right? Just for legal purposes. The ghost connector is not a trigger enhancement, so they say. I'll run with it because that's what they say. On here, we have the right. Oh, my bad. So the porting on this one is actually from Southwest Precision, out here off of Bullet and Van Buren. Good dudes too. I actually got my Prodigy from them. So on this gun, we're running same thing: Ameriglow iron sights, suppressor sights, the Radian Ramjet single port compensator, which I mean is flat for real, flat. Um, and then I ran the Sealy Bear on this one. Just quick insight. These enclosed dots, I'm just trying, right? I'm really a Holosun type dude. I'm about to put an SRO on my on another gun that I got in the works that y'all see later, but I really wanted to try these, and I just happened to have came up on two of them. So this one I got off of something else, and then that one I got off of something else. I was like, boom, that's perfect. So now only when we go to run these things against each other, we get to compare lights because one's a 300U, one's a TLR1. We get to compare ported versus comped, and then we're also gonna compare that a Tebow versus Sealy Bear. Sealy, shout out Sealy though. Those dudes, man, they're running some good sights. I actually run another one of their sights on another firearm that I have that you guys will see later as I start doing this a little more and reviewing my guns. But so yeah, these are the two. When it comes to magazines, I run the standard 17+2 and the 19X because I can't really run the shield arms because the cord connector thing on here and that front lip kind of blocks it off, and I'm not gonna shave the front lip. But I am gonna pop that cord out and see if I can run it that way. But so on there, I run just what comes with it, the factory, which factory saves lives. Remember that. But on my 19, my 47, whichever one I'm running on this slide, I run the Shield Arms +5. They're hit or miss, man. Some people say they've had terrible experience with them. I have not. I've probably ran through these. I have 3 of these. Through these 3 magazines, I've probably ran almost close to 2,500 rounds, and I've maybe had like 2 mishaps or malfunctions where it wasn't even the fault of the firearm. So that's that. That was just a quick rundown. So I mean, if I had to ask you, you know what I mean, which 2 are you taking, right? I mean, which 2? What the hell? They're both. Which one are you taking? You gonna take the 19X that's ported, or you gonna take the 19 on the 47 slide that has the compensator on there? You let me know.